Okay, guys, so this is our second lesson about quadratic equation. I'll be honest with you, so far, nothing is really new compared to last year. Today, maybe is a little bit different. Let me just say, so it's still straight. Okay, cool. So we've got that equation. Now, maybe I'll write it for you here. When you're trying to solve a quadratic equation, you need to do, I will say, 4 steps. The first step is move everything to the left. Everything must move to the left. Move to left. Okay? So actually, let's do that. How am I going to move everything to the left? What do I need to do?
X.
Minus 8. I need to minus an 8. Okay? I know you guys, I kind of write that straight line. I hope it's not confusing too much. It just means that whatever I do on the right side, I must do on the left side. If I want to get rid of that 8, I need to do minus 8. Okay? Remember, because you asked me that. Okay, so it's x squared minus 2x minus 8. That's the first step, and all that is equal to 0. Now don't forget, this is an equation, so we must have both sides of the equation. So everything moved to the left, on the right side there is 0. The next thing, what is the next thing we should look for? We can't do it here, but what's the next thing?
Lowest common factor.
Not the lowest common factor, but just common factor. Okay, common factor. Lowest common factor is when we have fractions. Okay, so we're looking for a common factor. Do we have a common factor here? Nothing. Okay, now all the rest of the questions that we had so far, we had a situation where we could find dots. What does dots mean? Difference of 2 squares. But there is no difference of 2 squares here. So that leads us, you're right, Luan, that leads us to trinomials. So we've done that stuff. The only difference from this year, this exercise, to last year we started here. That would be the question I gave you. This year, I'm starting from that. Can you see the difference? So all you got to do is just move everything to the left.
So it's like much easier.
Okay. Yeah. Hang on, no, don't give me the solution. The next thing you need to do is factorize, right? Okay, so what are the two numbers?
Minus 4 and minus 2.
Minus 4 and plus 2. Minus 4 times plus 2 will give you minus 8. When you add the 2, you get minus 2. You remember that from last year. Okay? So all these steps we've done. It's just that first step we need to do. Now the solution, yes, Ryan, what was the solution?
Plus 4 and minus 2.
So plus 4 or x equal minus 2. Each one of these brackets must be equal to 0. Are we happy with that?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just give you a minute to digest it, and I want to show you something. All right, so guys, I've asked here an interesting question. Why do we actually have 2 solutions? I mean, all algebra, usually we have 2x plus 1 equals 5x minus 2. We get x equals something. But for some reason, when we have quadratic equation, we have 2. Now, what Leo said, which is very true, and we're going to learn it later this year, but I just want to show you it once, okay? No, it's function. So when you draw, each equation have a graph, and you know that. Last year you drew y equal mx plus n, you remember? And they were straight line. Remember straight line?
Are they going to like zigzag?
Okay? They were straight. No, they weren't zigzag. They were straight lines. Okay. But when we draw, that would be like, let's say y equal 2x minus 4. Remember that stuff from last year. But what we're going to do this year, we're also going to draw quadratic equation. And it turns out the quadratic equation look like this. That's called the parabola. Okay? And you're going to learn how to draw them. Okay? Now, this parabola, this green parabola, is basically this function.
Oh, so you do 2 answers.
You got 2 answers. The answers are basically where this y is equal 0. So there's 2 answers. Remember, we spoke about that. It's called an x-intercept. The straight line has 1 x-intercept that we call out the root. It's the solution for that gives you y equals 0. Parabola will have 2. We're going to learn it this year, but just a little preview. It's quite cool, interesting, isn't it? Okay, I've decided I'll do one more example because there are some tricky ones. What's the first thing we need to do? Move everything to the left. But okay, let's do that. 2x plus 1 squared minus 4 equals 0. Now, there is a shortcut you can do it, but I'm not going to show you. What should we do now? I mean, I need to open the brackets. So if you remember, there's a formula a plus b squared. I'm going to remember that.
A plus b squared equals
A squared
squared.
2ab, good stuff, plus b squared, great.
So it's another trinomial.
Okay? That's like trinomial in reverse. Simplify. Now we want to square the whole 2x. What will be, shall we
4x
just,
squared.
4 squared.
good, okay, right, I can go faster with you. Okay, good.
Plus
good.
1.
Plus the third term is going to be 1 square. What will be that 2ab in this case? 2x times
1.
1 times 2. There's that 2.
Is
It's
it?
4x. Okay? Alright, it's 2ab. 2 times 2x times 1. It's 4x.
And it's just 1.
Right?
So
Which
that's,
is 1.
that's confusing.
Okay.
Sir,
Oh, yeah. Minus 4. Minus 4. Minus 4. Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, if you
Okay?
do that.
I'll do questions again. Okay?
Okay.
So 4x squared plus 4x minus 3 equals 0. You remember what's happening now? Advanced trinomial time. Okay? Let me
Super
just
crazy.
I'll stop here for questions. I just stop for questions. All right. So how do we solve these advanced trinomials? What we say, if you remember from last year, we keep the first and the third term the same. And what do we do to that middle one?
Chop it. Split it.
We split it. We split it into two parts,
How do you know?
okay, that they need to add up to 4x, and they need to multiply to, do you remember? Minus 3 times minus 12, right? We take that 4 times minus 3 is minus 12. So what will it be? So minus 2x plus 6x. Let's check that. Obviously minus 2x plus 6x adds up to 4x, so that's fine. And 6 times minus 2 is minus 12. Works. And then that was the hard bit. Don't forget the 0. That was the hard bit. Now comes the easy bit. What do we do? Grouping. Okay, so I'm going to have 2x here. So it will be 2x minus 1 plus, what will be on this side? 3.
Minus
2x minus 1. And remember, these brackets must always come to be the same. Otherwise we've done something wrong. Okay? So 2x minus 1 is the factor. And I have 2x plus 3 equals 0. Almost there. Almost there. What will be the solution here?
X equals plus 1.
Not exactly. Let's not jump. Okay, but I'm going to go the slow way. I'm going to say, okay, either 2x minus 1 is equal 0. I move the 1 to this side. 2x equal 1. That means x equal half, like you guys said.
And then give it 2.
Or I can say that 2x plus 3 equals 0. And that means 2x equal minus
Oh, yeah,
3.
you have to, okay.
X equal minus 3 over 2. So these are my two solutions.
I see what I did wrong.
Okay? Now I'm going to pause here, solve some problems, and then I'm going to show you a cheating method. There's a cheating method as well. Okay. Now, right, what I'm going to do now to finish up this video, I'm going to show you like a cheating method. Now, when you get to matric, you will be able to use it. There's nothing wrong with that. You can use a calculator. In grade 10, it depends what we ask you. Okay? We might just ask you find the solution and maybe then they'll be fine. But if we ask you to show the method, then it's not fine.
Will you
Okay?
say this, sir? Show the method.
Yeah. Now, how do we do it? Well, the first bit, I can't skip that. You have to do these stages. You need to take this into the form and that to that form. You need to find out the quadratic equation. Every quadratic equation can be written as ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay? A is a number in front of the x squared, b is a number in front of x, and c is the free number. You need to get there. But once you got there, what you got to do is press mode. Please press mode on your calculator. Can you see 5 equation? For me, it's 5. It might be slightly different. Can you see that? Press 5.
No, sir, some people don't have it, sir. Only these silver
Yeah.
ones have it.
No, I think,
No, they don't have it, sir.
do they not?
No.
I'll check later. But anyway,
It's 5 plus
for me
3.
it works. I'll check. You gotta go find somewhere where it says equation. I'll check on the other
Only these
models
ones
later.
have it.
Now, if you press 5, okay, you need to look for this type of equation. For me, it's number 3.
Yeah, same, sir.
ax squared plus bx plus c. Now press that one, press 3. And now it asks you to write down what is a, what is b, and what is c. So what is a? 4. So we
That's
put
why you
4.
got half
Okay?
and 3 with 2.
4 equal. Hang on. B, what is b? What is b?
4.
4 as well. So
And then
write 4
minus
equal.
Minus 3.
And C is minus 3. So we write equal. Then we're going to just write another equal. And it gives you one solution, half.
Half and negative.
And then you press equal, it gives you the second one, minus 3 over 2.
No way.
No
So
way,
using
then.
That's the beginning of the year.
You can use it unless I ask you, show me the method. Show me how you
Hy
calculate.
meneer is 'n bietjie just.
We'll stop here.